welcome to Couch Cushion Sessions.
Very stilted.
Yes,
I know.
what up?
That took a minute because I was like, what are we going to talk about today? Well, what are we going to talk about today? We're going to do the intro in 1 second, but I want to let y'all know this is a very important
cool.
issue. So we're talking about Virginia state laws. All right,
Yes.
now intro. I'm V.
AKA Legal V.
Hey, yes, a.k.a. you're wearing a lot of black, dude.
Oh, a lot of black dude.
Yes, Goth V.
Goth V.
Yes, I'm Corey.
AKA overly excited Corey.
AKA 316 Corey.
Yes, yes.
And I'm Justin.
Just an awesome producer, Justin.
Aw.
A.k.a. Also wearing a shitty team cap, Justin, because both our teams are cheeks. in
Very much
respective
so.
Sports.
And we're Couch Cushion Sessions.
That's us.
Yay.
Hey.
So we're talking about today the bill that Governor Youngkin is passing.
Glenn Youngkin. We live in Virginia, by the way, everybody.
So weed is supposed to be legally like sold and everything else in 2024, I believe, is how the projection was supposed to go. They had CBD legal here. Now Youngkin's proposing a bill that limits CBD to only, I think, 2 milligrams of THC per package. So remember the ones we had the other couple episodes back? Those were 50. There's people selling products that are over. No, it was 100, wasn't it? 100.
It was Delta 8.
Yeah, it was 100 milligrams.
That shit had a lot in it. That's all I know. Because your boy was tripping.
So they're limiting all THC to just 2 milligrams. So that like cuts, I think, all the people that have seen like talking about it, almost like 90% of their product and all of their whatever. So yeah, and it's not even just like THC like gummies. It limits anything like hemp related like growing as far as like, yeah, you can't make anything out of hemp
products.
material. Yeah.
So here's the thing. You're supposed. Look, I have to resist the urge to get incredibly political here, or as you call me, and I love you, a conspiracy theorist. This supposedly is a country that's built on small business and shit, and they don't want you to fucking succeed here. They don't give a fuck about your success. They don't care. And so when you have all of these shops that are popping up and you have these people that are taking an opportunity to take something they're passionate about and they see it as an opportunity to educate and, you know, provide people that don't have to do this in a seedy fashion anymore, they're not going to be cool with that. They're just not, because it's not, the government doesn't like not being able to regulate shit and not being able to fucking control folks. So now the fact that you can just go somewhere and get fucking high, they're not okay with that. Especially, and I'll say this is what you get when you elect a Republican.
Or at least
know what I mean?
current.
Ouch.
Yes,
Yeah, but true.
and this is what happens. And I wasn't pro Northam either. He was also a fucking idiot. But that for non-Commonwealth folks, previous Virginia Governor Ralph Northam, who was a Dem, also a dipshit. To be clear, they're all dipshits. They're politicians. Show me a poor one. There aren't any.
Yeah, fair enough.
But now you have all these shops that opened up for what? Just so they can fucking close down. You know how many of these motherfuckers there are now?
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
Well, not just that, they're punishing. So the claim is that they're distributing gummies to minors and to children, and it's causing like whatever. And they're hoping that if they shut this down, that it will limit kids getting a hold of this shit, which is not true. Fun fact: we're only a couple hours from DC. An
Yeah.
hour or two. Like,
Yep. If you want it that bad, you're gonna get it.
yeah, if a
people.
kid wants it,
And-
like. And not just that, you're punishing little mom and pop shops that are genuinely opening for whatever. And to the people that are actually doing this shit, they're going to figure out another way to do it. Like,
Well, yeah, and I think ultimately that boils down to, A, if you're a business, be responsible, okay? Second of all, if you're a fucking parent and you feel like eating a gummy after your kid goes to bed or while they're up running around, no judgment-free zone here on the pod, but maybe don't put your fucking Delta 8 gummies with the Target gummy bears. You know what I mean? Don't be a dumbass. It's up to you once you bring something into your house, what happens from there. Don't be a fucking idiot.
so from my understanding, though, the Delta 8's still going to be able to be purchased just because it doesn't have, or it's something to
True.
do with the difference in THC or something like that. But still, like that's regular THC is what people use for pain relief, for sleep apnea, or not sleep apnea, sleep insomnia, like all that kind of shit. They're limiting all of this. It's so sad.
Well, and yeah, they why would you? They don't want you to go to a fucking plant for pain relief. They want you to go to big pharma. That's where they want you to go. Come get medicated and be a zombie so we can fucking take it away from you, and then you can go rage against each other. That's what they want.
But I mean, to the point earlier, if we take away the legality, right, of it, where does it go?
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, guess what?
Yeah.
2 years ago, however long ago I was smoking on the regular,
Yeah.
I was smoking weed. It wasn't legal. I was able to get it.
Yes.
Yeah.
This changes nothing except for like literally the legality of it.
That's
Yeah.
it, dude. That's it.
I would think that if anything, you would want, if you're the government, you would want some sort of fingerprint on it to know what is going out there and being sold to people.
Do like you do everything else. Tax it.
Yep.
Even tax it. You mean that motherfuckers will pay a tax on weed? We pay tax on every fucking thing else. You tax our income. Motherfuckers will pay a tax on weed. What the fuck?
Yeah. It's honestly baffling to me, and I really hope, like you guys said, with the elected, like him being a new elected official, that this doesn't make us go backward with weed. Like I know at the end of the day, weed isn't like crazy, but it's enough that everybody seems to be banding together about it. And if we do something about it, honestly, like I know it sounds stupid, but if his phone gets blown up enough, if he gets enough like backlash,
It doesn't sound stupid. That is what we as citizens are supposed to do. We are supposed to petition. We have the right to petition a grievance with our government.
We do, but yeah.
If you guys have thoughts on this, seriously, like we would gladly like do whatever.
Comment. Let us know. We'll
Yeah.
all join.
But
I mean,
Fuck yeah.
if people do this, if Virginia residents do this and we bombard our governor with, hey, don't. If he is a good governor, which he claims to be, he will listen to his constituents because he's supposed to be the governor of the entire
public service.
Commonwealth of Virginia.
Yep.
That's crazy to me. I always thought Virginia was a a Democratic state. I'm very surprised that they got a Republican governor.
Oh no, I mean tradition like
It's kind of purple.
It's purple overall. It's been
Because I get the boonies like are all like rednecks, but like Norfolk, Richmond, like Alexandria,
Virginia.
yeah, all of that. I would think.
Richmond's very liberal.
Yeah.
But
Very.
since 2000, early 2000s, we've mostly had Democratic governors.
Yeah.
But before that, it's been red like for fucking ever.
Yeah.
So,
Oh wow,
yeah.
that's surprising to me.
That's how you're going to make a difference, not only locally but nationally. And it's I mean, look at France. And I know you're tired of hearing me reference this shit.
Oh, I know. Well, it's funny because they were all over TikTok doing the revolution of it, and it like the way it baffled me. I thought they had like murdered people by the way people were rampaging through France.
They raised the retirement age from 62 to 64, and people went nuts.
2 years.
They
That's
should
it.
have.
Which I mean, it makes sense, but it's just like
But we don't. But we can't. We don't do that here because we're
all separate.
We're too fucking stupid because everybody believes what the media says, and they try to divide. It's divide and conquer, and that's what they do, and we feed right into it. And so instead of just being like, "Yo, they're trying to divide us," fuck them. Let's all come together. Instead, we're arguing in comment sections on fucking Twitter and shit over,
Over
nonsense.
shit that's not supposed to be politics.
Yeah, exactly. But everything gets made political because that's what they do, and it's all pro wrestling. It's all pro wrestling. At the end of the day, they don't give a fuck. They don't care. So they want to have their fingers in everything. And now the one little bit of fun it felt like you were going to get, they're going to take that away too. Or they're
So
going to try.
everybody, listen. Governor Youngkin, you need to tell him to not vote on what was it, 7814 or what is it?
Bill, yeah, I forgot.
No, Bill 903.
The vote was 70. Senate Bill 903. Yes.
Yeah. Do not let him vote that in because fuck that.
Do not sign. But
yeah, or
hopefully
whatever.
he hasn't already signed, but
Yeah.
I'm sure he has. I
Probably.
don't know what the repeal process is, but I'm sure it would be painfully long to get it repealed. But
Yeah. So that was all that I had really commentary on that. But yeah.
Yeah.
We will get political from time to time, unfortunately, especially a pod like this where green is kind of the center.
Yeah.
And
It's a very political. It's funny, the history of weed has been very much based in politics. It was originally started that hemp was so much cheaper. So I can't remember who it was. The tobacco industry, I think, was the one that kind of pushed them out.
They're gonna try and regulate this, but yet they dropped fucking crack cocaine in the middle of fucking the projects all across America in the 80s.
For real.
No, they did, and that's what I'm
That's
saying.
what Reagan did, yeah.
It's all fucking bullshit. They took a white man's white collar drug and dropped it in the middle of a bunch of ghettos, and then they just let him go fucking nuts.
It's like that Chappelle joke.
And,
Sprinkle some crack on them.
Exactly, and it's fuck it. Don't trust the government. I'm gonna die because I just said that into a live microphone. So
Oh no.
that's what happens. JFK,
It's okay, you're a hippie.
Dr. King, all of them. So I'm next on the list after the celebrities. Eventually they'll get down to my fat ass.
Morrison too, right?
Yes.
You think he was a...
I don't know. I've had weird theories on him for a while because there's always like controversy surrounding his death, but it's just like an overdose is possible, sure, but I don't know.
Even almost likely, considering his behavior.
Yeah, exactly.
Especially
So
the
I'm
way
like,
he looked like a madman at the end.
yeah, he kind of went off the rails, but I don't know. I think part of it's just I don't want to believe my guy went out like that in a bathtub in Paris, but he probably went out in a bathtub in Paris.
That would be a really awesome song name.
Bathtub in Paris.
I was gonna say went out. Well, that's a long. I guess if you're Panic at the Disco
I
or
was gonna say, or Fall Out Boy,
Boy.
it works.
Fall Out Boy.
Yeah, Jim Morrison once died in a bathtub in Paris. That does sound like a Fall Out Boy song because all theirs have to be Stephen King novels.
But anyway, so that was the end of this little tidbit, I believe.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm probably gonna get too political if we continue.
This is gonna be a little short for an episode, but yeah. So let us know your thoughts and comments, and if you guys know anybody
Please
that we
do.
can talk to about this petition thing or whatever, let us know.
Or
Anyway.
blast your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear them.
Exactly.
Let's all get together, everybody.
Anyway,
Fuck.
stay tuned, stay positive, and stay stoned, y'all.
Wee.
Much love.